Well, I guess this will be the first pickups of 2023. January's come and gone, and we're already into February. Kind of hard to believe. I mean, this year's already kind of passing kind of quick. We got a curated selection for this month, much better than last month, and some interesting things. So we're going to dive right into it. First up, hopefully the last amiibo I'll be getting for some time. Got Sephiroth, finally to go with my Cloud Player 1, Player 2. Was super excited and kind of surprised they're actually making one with Sephiroth, especially since I've been on a kick since Remake came out for Final Fantasy VII. So thought that was kind of cool. Now just gotta find a place with the rest of the amiibos. Something that's not necessarily a game, but is game related. I ended up picking this up. This is something I was eyeing for some time, and it's actually a soundtrack for Virtua Fighter Esports, or the ultimate version of Virtua Fighter 5 that was released on PlayStation 5. This actually is a 2-disc CD. On the backside, it's got the old Polygon versions from Virtua Fighter 2. But I dig the music in that game, and I thought it was kind of neat that they actually released that. So I picked it up. So yeah, I'm hoping to jam to some of that at some point. And then we got a unique PlayStation 1, and I don't pick up PlayStation 1 games very often, but this was one that I used to own some time ago, because there was that rumor that Dreamcast was going to be able to play PlayStation games, which to a degree it does with the help of the Dreamcast, but only 3 games. But being that I have a PlayStation 2, which is kind of sitting over here next to me because I've been playing it recently, it's backwards compatible with PlayStation 1, and the PlayStation 3 is also backwards compatible. So I got Gundam Battle Assault 2. Nice little fighting game. I enjoy these. So I decided to pick this up. It was a decent price at my game store. So thought that was cool. And then this was kind of a nice little surprise. Strictly Limited sent out these books to people who have been longtime customers of theirs, and since in the last 5 years I bought a ton of Vita stuff from them, they sent me this book. Just kind of showed up out of nowhere. So that was super nice of them. Nice little kind of compilation of all the different games they've released. So here's a Vita one that I have yet to really pick up. But the rest of them I got quite a bit. Like there's of course the Wonder Boy releases, Velocity, and that was on Switch. But yeah, it kind of goes through everything. Really neat. Just gives you a little overview of the games and some images. And then I found a English Asian version of a game that I missed out on the Vita that was on PlayAsia, and that is Super Robot Wars X, another strategy RPG game. I do have the other one that was released in English, which was Super Robot Wars V or 5. But yeah, excited to dig into this one. I kind of passed on it before just because it didn't have a lot of the robots that I was interested in. And then later picked this one up, but I thought it was kind of neat. These aren't easy to come by these days now. So, of course, on the back side, it's in English, and there's no ESRB rating on the front of it. So, that's how you can tell. Moving on to the Switch, surprisingly, I picked this one up from PlayAsia. This is Chaos Code, the new iteration of it. I actually really enjoy the Chaos Code. It was originally on the arcade on the Ring Edge 2, and then slowly came to Steam, and then now it's got a console release. I think there was one on the PlayStation 3 as well, which was a version or a port of the arcade one that was released. And then lastly, another one that I thought was kind of unique that I missed out on, I kind of kicked myself for, but it was a limited run release, but I found it on Amazon, surprisingly, and that's the Raiden 30th Anniversary Collection, which comes with Raiden 4 Cross Mikado, which is just a remix or arrangement of music for the game, and then Raiden 5. And I believe that's the director's cut? Yes, Raiden 5 director's cut. You can see on the backside here, kind of shows you the different games. So super excited. I wish it was on the PS4, but you have to get those games individually, which at some point I may. And they just announced that Raiden 3 will be coming out on Switch and PlayStation 4 as well. I'm hoping I can maybe pick that one up That way I can maybe get rid of my PlayStation 2 copy. Um, and then we're down to the last two. We got some Xbox games. I found this just randomly at a GameStop, $10. Siberia 3. These are point-and-click adventure puzzle games, kind of in the vein of Myst. But just some unique things, because recently I came across a copy of the Siberia collection that I had been sitting on for some time, which is pretty uncommon for the PlayStation 3, which has the first three games. But I found this Xbox version, so I thought I'd give it a try, and they just recently released a new Siberia collection, or not collection, but a new game in the series, which would be technically Siberia 4. I have yet to pick that one up, but I'm going to play through this one first, see if it's something I really want to pick up. Back in the day, in the original Xbox, I did have Siberia 1 and 2. I didn't really care much for them back then, but I'm going to give it another shot. See if these games are kind of my cup of tea. And lastly, I kind of double dipped on this one, but I pre-ordered House of the Dead Remake on the Xbox because I was a little disappointed by the performance on the Switch. So I may actually end up selling my Switch copy and just using this one. Of course, it doesn't quite feel the same as I really wish that they had light guns for modern consoles, but it is what it is, I guess. So yeah, kind of excited to get into that. And now that I look at this, it kind of looks like a front cover got kind of damaged a little bit, but yeah, it includes the same stuff that the Switch version had. So you get the stickers and the character stands, and then the nice little lenticular cover. Well, that's it. I mean, short, sweet, nothing big. February's already shaping up to be quite interesting. There was a game that I found myself that I somehow bought, and I don't remember it, and I was likely drunk. So that'll make for an interesting story. Other than that, that's it for January 2023. And as always, thank you for watching. I will see you next time.